visiting with Beth Kaffenberger and Jessica Kibling with the Boone County Library, and I should have said it the other way around since you're in the hot seat. What do y'all want to talk to us about specifically today, and then you can also give us a rundown of what all is going on at the library.
We've got lots of fun stuff going on at the library. I mean, obviously, COVID changed everything this year for everybody, but we're adapting and trying to make sure that the library facilities are available for everybody and open and here to serve the community. So we've still got adjusted hours, and you have to wear your mask in and have your temperature taken and all that fun stuff. But you can come into the library and come check out our books and our movies, and we do have a limited amount of programs that we're doing, and Beth has been doing a lot of really cool things outside with the children, which is really fun to see. She gets to have a little bit more fun than I do most of the time, but we're really making sure that we are here to serve our community.
Okay. Yep. And then I noticed that Food for Funds is a topic that we were going to talk about today, which is kind of a yearly thing.
Yeah, we do that each November and December, so we collect food donations from the community, and then we have one of the free pantries there at the library that people in the community can come to and pick up food items, and then we also donate those to other food pantries in our community, so people can pick those up, and we disperse that around our community. So it's a really good way to, you can donate food and help those in your community, but you can also take care of those library fines. If you have any of those overdue books, we will forgive your library fines if you come bring us some canned goods or baby items for those.
And they just bring items inside to the front desk then?
Yep, that's right. If you bring them into the front desk, make sure that you give them to someone at the front desk and tell them that you have fines that you want them to take care of, because we don't.
Right, you can't read the
mind. We can't remember it. Yeah, we don't know everybody, and we don't memorize all your fines. We don't keep that close to tabs.
I thought you had like a whole spreadsheet right
we got
there.
Pictures. No.
Yeah.
No, we would love to be able to forgive those fines for your overdue books, so you can bring those items in and donate them to us anytime during November and December. And even if you don't have fines, we would gladly accept your food donations, and they would help us help the community. And then we're actually going to enter you into a drawing for a prize as well. So just a little bit of extra incentive to bring those donations back.
All right.
Okay. How has the programs, last year you wanted to add program after program after program, but has this kind of slacked things off a bit, or are you still trying to do programs socially? And
yeah, it really has stopped, like our programs.
We
used to do, at least for the children's department, we used to do at least two programs a week for like 6 to 18-year-olds, and then 2 programs a week for under 5. And so we've cut it down to actually just one program, and we're kind of like, on Mondays, we invite up to 18, they can come. They're more geared to the younger kids, but it's still a fun project that they can do or something. And then, of course, we kept with our story time on Wednesday mornings for our little ones under 5. And then on Thursday, instead of toddle time, we switched it to a time for adventure, and Miss Irene and I, and sometimes Jessica, we go somewhere around town and record a couple stories being read, and show the kids something new. Like we went canoeing the one day, and that was just fun because maybe the kids don't get to go canoeing or something, and so we were able to take them on an adventure, read them a story, and show them a little bit more about Boone County, Harrison, and all of those things. So
wow,
yeah,
it's been a challenge, no doubt.
Yes.
So what else is going on there that you can enlighten us with?
Well, I mean, we still are doing programs for November, and we've got a couple, I think we have like 3 more Monday programs, and I just want to let people know that if it's raining outside or if it's just really cold, we're still going to have our program, but we'll move it inside, and so we'll keep it the 2 hours, like 2 to 4, and so it'll be a come and go thing, and we'll keep it so that you're distanced, and of course being inside you'll have to wear your mask and all of that. If it is, I think not this coming Monday, but then the following Monday, it's just going to be a take and make, so you don't even have to stay. You can just pick up your craft kit and take it home and do it. So we'll have a few of those. With December, it's just kind of like most of them are probably going to be either in the library for a couple hours, or you can take it home with you.
Okay. Wow.
When you go to the doctor, there's some places that, like the doctor I go to, you do everything in the car. Do you offer anything like that where somebody says, I want this book, but I don't want to come in? Do you do that? Okay.
We actually have a drive-through, and
Okay.
we started doing that this year because of COVID. And
It used to be a bank, so yeah,
Right.
okay.
We
yeah.
have the bank drive-through window, so we've been able to revamp that, and we have actually decided to make that a permanent fixture at the library. So people can call ahead and tell us, hey, I'm interested in this book, and they can reserve it, and then we will call them and tell them a day that they can drive through and they can pick it up, and
Oh,
we'll have
nice.
their books
Okay.
ready to go for them, and they can check out up to, I think they can reserve 4 items, and we'll just put those through the drive-through slot for them, and they can pick them up anytime
Yeah.
they want.
Sweet.
Do
And
you,
we've been really fortunate. The women's book club at the library, they actually they founded the library here in Boone
Yeah.
County. They provided the funding for us to make the drive-through permanent. So we have just like the bank does, we have a ringer that kind of goes on when somebody pulls in the driveway,
Okay.
and we have an intercom system, and we have a dedicated computer there for the drive-through. So they provided all the funding to make that permanent so that we can serve the community in
well, it's
that way.
nice you're still utilizing that. When books, because of the COVID thing, people think that, they've got to clean everything. Do you clean the books too? I mean, do you do all that?
We are cleaning all of the books. I know some other libraries in Arkansas are quarantining their items. We don't really have the space to quarantine our items, and we've done a lot of research as to whether or not it can live in the book or on the book and
Right.
for how long and all of that. And so our best research that we came up with is that, even if you were to sneeze inside the book and you were to shut it, it has nowhere to go, and so it will die. And so when people bring books back, we are sanitizing the outsides
Right.
as best as we
Okay.
can, and then we do put it out on the shelf. It's just we have limited space. We can't, every day.
Air a book
Right,
or-
yeah.
Well, that
Yeah.
and some are like bagging them, putting a date, and 2 weeks later they're putting them out, and I'm like, how do you even do that? Like,
Yeah. yeah.
We-
Like Beth said, we did do a lot of research on the front end of it to make sure that we were doing what was safe for the community, and there's very minimal risk involved in the way that we're handling it.
yeah.
And do you still have book clubs that people can participate in?
yes.
Yes, we do. So we've been really fortunate. The weather has been so nice. We've been meeting outside. The Boone County judge allowed us to use the gazebo on the courthouse square. So we've been meeting with our book clubs out there at the gazebo, and we can spread out and everything and maintain good social distance and still get to talk about the books that we've read, which everybody has really seemed to enjoy that.
How do people find out what book is how does that work?
So you can go on our website for BooneCountyLibrary.org, and then there's a book club tab that'll tell you what book is being read for each month. So there's a noon book club and there's an evening book club, and they each meet once a month, and then their books are available. They can come pick them up at the library, and then we meet and discuss them.
And if you want to know what's happening at the library, you've got an email blast that you send out every month, I guess, or every couple weeks, or however that works.
Yeah, we send
And I
out,
get it.
We send out a newsletter once a month. I've got my copy here because it's got
Okay.
all my info
Right.
on
Okay.
it. But we email this out to anybody in the community that's interested. And if
right.
you go to our website, you can sign up and you can get our newsletter and know what's going on at the library. And that includes all the children's programs and adult programs and things like Foods for Fines.
Okay.
Now, you having a book sale this year or no?
I believe we're scheduled for one beginning of December.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
what they're scheduled for. So as of right now, I don't know where they're going to have it. I know the last big one they had down at the Duran Center, but I'm not sure where they're gonna.
Maybe
Okay.
you can come back and give us details when you
Yeah.
know.
Yes.
When you find out.
Yeah, we can do that.
Well, thanks
That's
so
a
much
great
for
opportunity. I'm just going to say for people to buy books.
It's true, and a lot of some of the books, like they're largely donated from people in
Right.
the community, but also some of the ones that maybe haven't gone out in a few years or something that we've weeded from our collection. They're still good books. They're
Right.
still in good condition. It's just for some reason nobody wants to check them out, but this is your opportunity to
Yeah.
keep them.
Yeah.
And it helps us raise funds so that we can buy more books for the library as well.
And the Friends of the Library, they use those funds not only to buy new books, but they also sponsor the summer reading program. So that's really important for them, the Friends of the Library, that our kids get a good summer reading program during the
Right.
summer. And so because we've not had a lot of sales this year, they don't have that much money anymore, but they did let us know that the children were coming first. So they have agreed to sponsor our summer reading program. So we're really grateful for that.
Yeah.
But another way to give to them is to become a member. You can become a friend of the library, and they're always looking for volunteers, and I'm sure they're really looking for those maybe under the age of 70 so that they can, because they've got to move all of those boxes of books, and that's not an easy chore. And, our friends are getting older, but now we need to bring in a new generation of support. So,
Perfect.
Well, keep it going. There's a lot going on down at the library, and
Yes.
it's an ongoing thing, and we want you to come back
Thank
and
you.
Tell us how things are going.
And
Love to.
just one more thing, we did get
Sure.
just recently, our front doors have now been made handicap accessible, so they're automatic. So there's
Wonderful.
a button you can push on the way in and on the way out.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
It's our newest
Or use the
thing.
drive-through. That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have options.
Yes.
Thanks so much for coming. We'll
Thank
have you
you.
again back sometime.
Thank y'all.
Thanks so
Thank you.
much. Up next, Kim Rawson is here, and she's going to be talking about the North Arkansas Regional Medical Center Foundation and what they're doing and the online auction. Stay with us.